thought Skog was awesome. I thought that was probably his best performance of his career, to be honest with you. I tell you what, he was out there and he was being aggressive. He's letting the fastball rip, threw some pretty good off-speed pitches. But the thing I was most pleased with Skog is just his demeanor out there. He's really been trying to make some adjustments, for a lot of different areas. But his presence, his demeanor, it was outstanding. And Skog, listen, it was a great job of pitching. But it was also a team pitching, meaning that we needed that. Game 4 on a Monday, for him to go out there and throw that 8 innings for us and do what he did was outstanding.
He can pitch himself out of jams, I think, that 4th inning, and then also getting hit with the ball like that could have maybe rattled him, but he bounced right back and got right in there.
He did, and that's kind of what we're talking about. When you see those kinds of things, that's a great point. When you see those kinds of things, it makes such a difference. It's the difference. He got hit and took a deep breath, settled in, where maybe as a freshman he wouldn't have. Might have gotten the best of him. But Skog was awesome. He did a great job tonight. He's the story of the night for me, from our team standpoint. I already told him he's the beast of the week. We always put that T-shirt. I said, heck with this, man. You got it tonight. So he did a great job.
The bats struggled a little bit, but they were able to take advantage of the opportunities that they had, even though just 3 hits in the game. Are you pleased with the fact that they took advantage?
Well, there's 2 things here. There's 2 things. Number one is that what led to those 5 runs was very good team baseball. If you think about it, we got them in, we moved them up, we had a dirt ball like that first run. Dirt ball, move them over, drive them in, boom. So what got us those runs were we played the game, we played team baseball. So that's good. At the end of the day, 3 hits is not going to win you the majority of games that you play. We got to keep getting better. My message to the guys was, look, we got to get better in a lot of ways. All right, we got 3 hits. It's not going to be good enough. I'm pleased that the guys did a good job because we did do some very good things fundamentally. But then in the 7th inning, you got a man on second base, nobody else. Matos pulls the ball. Parker shouldn't run. And then we strike out with nobody out in third base. So I'm saying those things because we got to keep getting better. And as we move into conference and keep playing, it comes down to 1 or 2 runs, and you got to be able to do those things. Just like Spencer Davis right there, he got the job done. But if you throw sliders up in the zone, then you got to go to the fastball, and the guy hits a home run. As an advantage count, put the ball in the dirt. Those are the things, the game within the game. So I know my expectations are high. We won 5-1, but the point being is that we just need to keep getting better. But I'll tell you this, though, I'm really proud of those guys, and I told them that. I said, listen, my expectations are through the roof, and as long as you match me, then we're going to have a great year. We're going to be in good shape. But if they don't match me, then we're in trouble. Okay, then we're in trouble. Their expectations need to match mine, and they do, but I was really proud of how they bounced back these last 2 days. Listen, we challenged them yesterday. I can tell you that after that Saturday game, we had a spirited conversation on Sunday morning. It really was. It was good. Everybody understood. I said, listen, we need to get back to playing how this program has been successful the last 4 years. All right, and there's an energy level and an attitude in which we play, and the kids did a great job.
Can you talk about the base running, especially lately? I know, has that been your message, playing a little small ball, trying to get on dirt ball reads and trying to steal bases?
That's a great point. Yeah, we've placed an emphasis on reading dirt balls. You need to do that. That's the difference. A lot of times those 1 or 2 runs. You've got to anticipate it. When you read dirt balls, it's part of the game. There's a little bit of gamble to it. You just have to know that. It's an anticipation. If you anticipate downplaying, as we talk about, as soon as it goes in the dirt, you're off. But if you hesitate, you got a chance to get thrown out. So it's kind of it's a risk reward. You got to know the situation. But yeah, we've done a little bit better job of that probably about the last week and a half or so.
I know it's you that calls the pitches, and obviously Skoglund did a phenomenal job tonight. But is there a little bit of a difference when Chris Talladay's behind the plate compared to when Ryan Breen's out there?
Chris Talladay did a great job tonight. Chris Talladay did a great job. He really did. Chris Talladay's good back there. He's good. You remember last year, was the last couple games of the year prior to the regional. I put him back there, and what Chris Talladay, and Breen's good too. What Talladay brings, Did you even notice Talladay back there? No. You didn't notice him. That's what good catchers do. It's like a good umpire, It's the truth. He caught, did a good job. He was vocal, and Talladay brings that personality that he's got, to the field. And I'll tell you something. He did a great job tonight. That's what I expected.
I know Breen's struggling a little bit as far as offensively. Is Talladay behind the plate? Is that something we could see more of, or spot duty?
I think you could see more Talladay behind the plate. Absolutely. Look, we got to balance both. We got to balance defense. We got to balance offense. We got to balance leadership. We got to balance energy. You got to do it all. That's one of the I did it tonight because Breen was going to catch 4 nights in a row. I wouldn't do that to anybody, so that's why I did it. But we went with the option of putting Spencer at second, AJ at third, and Talladay behind the plate. We hadn't done that this year. AJ played third base for us, as a freshman, and I thought all of those guys did a nice job, and Spencer, put the ball in play with 2 strikes and did a job out there. So what Spencer's doing a nice job. He's bringing some, he's got some energy to him, and obviously I like that.
You went through four starters this weekend. Matulis threw a lot on Saturday.
Yeah.
Any idea what you're going to do Wednesday yet?
Danny Davis is going to bounce back and start on Wednesday against JU, and I would expect to see a decent amount of arms after him. There's a lot of guys, like tonight Favre wasn't up and Matulis wasn't up no matter what. But Danny's going to start, bounce back, and then we'll see how we go from there.
Speaking of Favre, pretty big honor for the young guy today, being the CUSA freshman. It's not CUSA pitcher of the week. You don't usually see freshmen winning those, and you don't see relievers, so it's a pretty big honor for him. Zach's
done a great job for us. He certainly has done a great job the last, really all season, but particularly last week, and doing what he needed to do for us. And he's Zach's got a bright future. There's no question. Zach has got the personality to be put in those roles, and I smile because it's truth. When you're a closer or a setup guy or a guy who comes in big situations, you got to have really confident demeanor to yourself. Zach's a very confident pitcher. He obviously has very good stuff. That arm slot is tough to hit. Very deserving, though. Zach did a great job, had a great week, and we're expecting a big second half of the year from him.
Coach, really quickly, when you guys are undefeated in series play this season, what is it that you're seeing from your guys coming into these 3 or 4 game sets that's really producing and really working out for you guys?
Well, you just got to try to take it one game at a time. That's the biggest thing. You just got to take it one game at a time, and So listen, I thought we were at a little bit of a crossroads after that game on Saturday, and you just got to address it. I actually read something today about Bobby Knight, and it made me think about it. But he was talking about how sometimes you have to understand that you got to understand it's not negative when you're trying to improve. A lot of people say, well, tomorrow it'll be a new day. I always talk about that. Well, just tomorrow, just because it's the midnight rule doesn't mean we're going to be better tomorrow. That's what Bobby Knight was saying. So just because it's a new day doesn't mean, well, hey, okay, we're going to score 15 today. It doesn't work that way. You've got, in baseball, you play every single day. It's not like basketball or football, you got more. But the point being is that in baseball, you play so many games a week, 5 games a week. So the next day, you've got to flip the switch. It's over. It's a new day. But it just doesn't miraculously, happen. Well, I feel good, and I'm in a nice, good mood today, so I'm going to go 4 for 4, and, I'm going to throw a shutout. No, you got to get better. So that's why I keep talking about it. We have to get better. We are where we are, and for the end of the day, for us to be the team we need to be, the guys need to have the mentality that we need to get better, not satisfied. But with that being said, I'm pleased with how they responded last game.
Yeah.
Coach Rooney said this was perhaps the best start of your career in your 2 years here. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I just filled it up in the zone, and just let my defense work. Played a great job, and I'm proud of these guys.
Let's talk about that 4th inning. You got into a little bit of a jam, pitched your way out of that. Talk about that a little bit.
No, I just had to dig deep. There's nothing really else to say. I just had to make some pitches, and I definitely did that, and I got out of that for the guys.
How hard was it not coming out for the 9th inning? Were you really competitive, wanted to go out and get the complete game?
Yeah, I wanted it bad, but coach is the man, so you just gotta respect what he does, and it is what it is, But I wanted it. Yeah. Be honest.
You're back feeling okay? Where did you hit?
It hit me right in my butt.
Okay.
Like right square of the cheek, but it's had its days, but that's how it is. So yeah, it hurts though.
What worked for you more so tonight than you had in your previous starts this year?
My 2-seam, it was there. Something I've been having trouble with, just command sometimes. So I was just able to work off that, and then. I'm not going to put a lot of guys away every game, so I really just had to let my defense work, and they did a great job behind me. Proud of these guys.
Is this a starter you can really build off of? I know going into it, there was hopes for you to be a weekend starter, and you kind of struggled early on.
Yeah.
You felt good after an outing like this.
Yeah. I haven't had my confidence lately. I haven't trusted my stuff, so but today, I just changed my preparation this week. What I had to do, and just trust my stuff, what I did last year, and I just try to build off that, for this start. And the guys were behind me, and they did a great job in all aspects of the game.